Hello, YouTube fan. Get ready for an amazing video experience. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Ticket to Paradise 2022 film. We hope you find it enlightening. Ticket to Paradise is a 2022 romantic comedy film starring George Clooney and Julia Roberts as a divorced couple who team up to sabotage the impending wedding of their daughter in Bali. The film is directed by Parker and written by Parker and Daniel Pipski, while Kaitlyn Dever, Billie Lourd, Maxime Bouttier, and Lucas Bravo also star. Ticket to Paradise had its world premiere in Spain on September 8, 2022, and was released in the United Kingdom on September 20 and in the United States on October 21 by Universal Pictures and Working Title Films. It grossed $168 million worldwide and received mixed reviews from critics. In this chapter, we'll be shedding light on plot and its role in shaping our understanding. David and Georgia Cotton are a divorced couple who hate each other and regret their marriage, which ended 20 years earlier. Their daughter Lily graduates from college and goes on vacation to Bali with her friend and fellow graduate Ren. While snorkeling off the coast, the pair's towboat leaves them behind, and they are rescued by a young Balinese seaweed farmer Jade. That night, Lily and Jade hit it off. A month later, Lily emails David and Georgia to let them know that she and Jade are getting married and are staying in Bali permanently, giving up her legal career before it begins. David and Georgia form a truce to try and convince Lily that she is rushing into things and making the same mistake they did. Their pilot on the flight to Bali turns out to be Paul, Georgia's boyfriend, who arranged to work this flight and plans to return to Bali a few days later. David and Georgia publicly give their verbal blessing to Lily and Jade, but secretly plan a Trojan horse strategy to sabotage the wedding from within. Their scheming includes stealing the couple's wedding rings, which the couple quickly replaces. Jade immediately suspects David and Georgia, but hides his suspicions from Lily. While carrying out this plan, David and Georgia begin to mend fences with each other. They also get to know Jade and his large extended family and see that he really cares for Lily. Paul shows up and surprises Georgia with a series of marriage proposals, the first of which is interrupted by a snake bite at the Temple of Tanalot, and the second is prevented by an accidental headbutt. When Lily finds the stolen rings, she demands her parents get on board with the wedding or go home. She also confronts Jade, who simultaneously confesses his harbored suspicions toward David and Georgia stealing the rings. David and Georgia realize that they will lose Lily forever if they do not support her decision, so they offer their support. The wedding proceeds in accordance with Balinese custom. As the couple prepares to ceremonially stab a dagger through a pandan leaf mat to complete the bond of marriage, Jade pauses the ceremony to ask David and Georgia to give their blessing sincerely this time, offering not to go through with it unless they agree. David stands up and says the couple has their blessing, but that they do not really need it, and if he and Georgia had listened to all of their own detractors, David's friends and Georgia's parents, respectively, they never would have had Lily. Despite how their marriage turned out, they are both happier in a world with Lily in it. Lily and Jade are touched, complete the ceremony, becoming married. On the morning after the wedding, Georgia tells Paul that she cannot marry him, and they end their relationship. David and Georgia toy with romance again, even kissing each other once, before pulling away and laughing about it. David, Georgia and Ren exchange tearful goodbyes with Lily and board a boat to leave. David and Georgia consider their romantic prospects again, debating aloud whether they are too old to feel young again and when they might return to Bali. In a flash, they both decide to stay, jumping off the boat straight into the water to return to the dock. They both decided to stay and be close to Jade and Lily. As we progress through this video, let's shift our attention towards cast and uncover its hidden depths. George Clooney as David Cotton, Julia Roberts as Georgia Cotton, Kaitlyn Dever as Lily Cotton, Maxime Bouttier as Jade May, Billie Lourd as Ren Butler, Lucas Bravo as Paula Gungpinha as Wayan May, Faberry as Sully May, Cynthia Harmainty as Lozy May. In the next portion, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of development and casting and examining its broader implications. Ticket to Paradise is a co-production between Working Title Films, Smokehouse Pictures, and Red Om Films. Parker and Daniel Pipski wrote the screenplay, and Parker directed. The film was announced by Universal Pictures on February 26, 2021. It reunites actors George Clooney and Julia Roberts after previously working on Ocean's 11 2001, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind 2002, Ocean's 12 2004, and Money Monster 2016. Deadline Hollywood noted Universal's reluctance to sell the distributor rights to a streaming service in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and said it was important to those wondering when film studios are going to stop selling pricey star packages to streamers. Billie Lourd joined the cast in March, Kaitlyn Dever was added to the cast in April, and Lucas Bravo was revealed to star in October. Clooney used a keto-based regimen to lose weight in preparation for his role. Richard Curtis and Theodore Melfi performed uncredited rewrites on the script. Let's now shift gears and explore filming through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. Principal photography took place in Queensland, Australia, between November 2021 and February 2022. Brad Birkeland was the cinematographer. The film received a grant of $1 million from the Australian federal government. Paul Fletcher, the Australian Minister for Communications and the Arts, said the production generated at least 270 jobs and $1 million for the local economy. Filming locations included the Whitsunday Islands, the HOTA Gallery at the Gold Coast, Brisbane Airport, Cane Fields near Norwell, Tamborine National Park, Queen's Wharf, Brisbane, Hamilton Island Airport, Cara Markets, Tangalooma Island Resort on Moreton Island, and the Palm Bay Resort on Long Island. Scene where Georgia and David come to the island was shot on the Kate's Cove Beach, Hasselwood Island. Production was briefly put in hiatus in January 2022 due to the rise of COVID-19 cases in Queensland. Filming concluded on 18 February 2022. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into music. During post-production, Lorne Balfe composed the film's score. Backlot Music released the soundtrack on September 23, 2022. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of release and unravel its multifaceted nature. Universal Pictures released the film theatrically in Australia on September 15, 2022. It was released in the United Kingdom on September 20, 2022, and was released in the United States on October 21, 2022. It was originally set to be released in the US on September 30, 2022. The death of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022 delayed the film's UK release from September 16 to September 20. The film began streaming on Peacock 45 days after its theatrical debut in the US. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into home media. The film was released for VOD platforms on November 8, 2022, followed by a Blu-ray and DVD on December 13, 2022. In the next portion, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of box office and examining its broader implications. Ticket to Paradise grossed $1 million in the United States and Canada, and $1 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of $1 million, against a budget of $1 million, making it a box office success. In the United States and Canada, Ticket to Paradise was released alongside Black Adam, and was projected to gross $1 million from 3,500 theaters in its opening weekend. It went on to debut to $1 million, finishing second to Black Adam, with the slight overperformance attributed to skewing to older women amid the release of Black Adam and Halloween Ends being aimed at young men. The film remained in the top 10 at the box office for 7 consecutive weeks. The film opened in 7 markets ahead of its US release, grossing $800,000 from Spain and $700,000 from Brazil over their opening weekends on September. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of critical response and examine its core elements. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A on a Fahrenheit scale. In this section, we'll be peeling back the layers of accolades to reveal its true essence. At the 2022 People's Choice Awards, the film was nominated for Comedy Movie of 2022, and Roberts was nominated for Comedy Movie Star of 2022. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comment section.